Well, I'm honoured to be joined in the studio now for my first live guest ever on Live Lounge, Robert Vincent and Anna Corcoran. Welcome. First time on the Isle of Man?
It is for me, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Well, I came as a kid, but I can't really remember.
I was going to say because you're Liverpool-based, is that right?
Yeah.
What about you, Anna?
I've been here a couple of times, but first time about 20 years ago to visit my friend who was at college here, and then 2 summers ago was for a show at the Villa Marina.
Right.
That was with Kiefer Sutherland's band.
Oh, excellent, Very nice indeed, yeah.
Not as nice as the 2 shows we're here for this
exactly,
time.
Yeah.
Over here for a couple of shows. Tonight you're at the Peel Centenary Centre, so you're heading west. So for those that don't know, who are you? And tell us what you're about. What's your music like?
I suppose that will come to me. I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been for many years, and Liverpool-based. I suppose people describe me as Americana. I suppose it's got a flavour of American music in there, but it's still just kind of singer-songwriter, really. But me and Anna have been singing together for, well, I suppose just over 15 years now. Anna's been singing my songs with me, and I've worked on Anna's material as well over the years. But
right.
Yeah, we're just musicians, travelling musicians, essentially.
Right. And how did this partnership come together the first time?
It was at a local festival in Formby, where I'm from. There was a local festival happening, and I was doing an earlier set. The band that Robert was in at the time, you were the headliners, weren't you? And then I was doing a folky set, and then I guess there hadn't been a female. I play piano as well. There hadn't been a female element to the music that you were doing at the time, but we'd started listening to various music that were involved.
I'd been fairly inspired by an album that had come out just before then, called Raisin Sand by Robert Plant and Alison Krauss, and it had that I suppose an Americana vibe to it, and there was a song on it called Killing the Blues that me and Anna started performing together. I mean, I did see some of Anna's performance that day, and it kind of hit me that it'd be nice to have some of that within my music. And then I left that band that I was in and started writing mainly as a singer-songwriter, as a solo artist, and then brought people like Anna in that I knew, and ended up recording an album in 2011 that was heavily involved Anna and a lot of the musicians I still work with now. So I have a band of musicians around me, and all intents and purposes it feels like a band to me, and we kind of that shows within the music and the songs that we play and the gigs that we do.
Interesting you mentioned Robert Plant there as well.
Yeah.
Recent history, what happened there?
Yeah, I suppose through somebody that I work with at the label that I'm with, 30 Tigers, Sarah Silver, she put us in touch with Robert and his team, and there was a couple of gigs going supporting him, so we jumped on those, of course, as you do. The 15-year-old me was losing it,
Yeah, I can imagine.
And
You played it cool though. You wouldn't have known.
Well, yeah, you've got it, haven't you? But I suppose that, it's one of those things. We ended up doing quite a lot of shows with him, supporting him in Europe and in the UK, and that was just a dream come true, really. Just to meet him and watch him play, and with the band that he's got, Saving Grace as well, a great bunch of musicians, and Susie Deanne who sings with him. So it's a similar kind of thing to the Alison Krauss and Robert Plant thing that they do, but again, very different. It had a more folky element about it as well. It was they were just lovely gigs to do. So we it was a big moment.
Speaking of lovely gigs, you're here on the Isle of Man, of course, for a couple of shows tonight at the Peel Centenary Centre. What can people expect?
Just lots of songs. I mean, it's obviously it's all of my material. But I know you're going to do a couple of songs on you. What was the one you were talking about?
I might attempt. Oh no.
No, go on.
Ellen Vannon. Is it
excellent?
Ellen.
It is Ellen Vannon.
Ellen Vannon. I might attempt it. I need to recap on it. I had to sing it about 20 years ago, and I want to see if I can remember it.
You did this with a Robbie Burns song recently.
Yeah,
when we went
had
to
a gig in Scotland,
and it was at Robbie Burns week, and
Burns Night.
Burns Night, wasn't it? It was
yeah.
and Yeah, so you like to challenge
I brought a bit
yourself.
of calm to the raucous nature of the second half of the concert.
Raucous.
When Rod goes all dark and anti-politics, I'll bring in some tradition to the show.
So
Well, you
there
know
you
what?
go.
I can promise you it'll go down well.
Okay,
It will go
I know.
down well.
Well, I did check with our lovely promoter before, and he said it was a good one to try.
And well, we're proud to have you here, and you're going to play a couple of songs for us first. Tell us what you're going to play for us first of all.
Well, we're going to do a brand new song called Battles that we've recently recorded for the new album that's going to be out later in the year. So we'll start with that one, and then we'll do a song called This Town, which is from an album called In This Town You're Owned, which came out in 2020.
Okay, we'll start with this. This is Battles.
Not afraid of the dark, it's a light that makes me run. It shows my weakness every time. These shadows that have chosen don't mean that I've been hiding. I'll choose my battles when they come. Then I open up my heart to the hope that there'll be peace. I'll face my battles if they come. You're my battle. You're my battle. You're my battle. It's our battle. There's no time for their indifference, only time to make it clear. We'll face the challenge that they set, and the miles that we have covered, just to realize the strength is us. We needn't have traveled anywhere. I'm opening up my heart to the hope that there'll be peace. But I'll face my battles if they come. 'Cause you're my battle. You're my battle. You're my battle. It's our battle. My heart to the hope that there'll be peace. I'm not afraid of the dark. It's a light that makes me run. You're my battle. It's a light that makes me run. It shows my weakness every time.
And that was absolutely gorgeous. Thank you very much, both of you. Your voices blend really nicely. So tell us about that song, Battles.
Interesting, I suppose. It's, as I say, it's a song that's going to be on the new record, and I suppose it speaks to the kind of to the wider world of issues that are going on, and then to the, the more, I suppose, personal side of life. So it's a mixture of both, really. And I think the new album is going to reflect a lot of that as well. There's some kind of heavier songs and heavier lyrics on there that are more about what's going on in the world at the moment, and then there's the songs that bring it right down to the kind of personal nature of your everyday life, I suppose. So that's what that song encompasses for me.
And we should say we're playing a slightly stripped back version, an acoustic version without the piano. But Anna, normally you'd be on the keys, wouldn't you?
Yeah, normally I'm on the keys. I'm literally sitting on my hands, not knowing what to do without without playing the piano. The keyboard's normally quite an extension of me and the way that I sing. So it's interesting actually singing without playing. Yeah. I'm more aware of my voice. I suddenly become more self-conscious.
Well, we're proud to have heard our own version here on Manx Radio, and people there tonight will of course hear the piano involved as well. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited for this next one, This Town, because you've got the harmonica out here now. This is a Honna Marine band, is that right?
Yes, I think it is. I think you are right. It is.
Yeah,
correct.
So excellent. Let's take it away. This is This Town.
Gotta see their light. In this town you've gotta help them fight. In this town you gotta own their pain. In this town you feel. In this town you batten down your doors. In this town you stand and defend your shores. In this town, you better know you're sure. In this town, you die. You can parade in the shadow of mediocrity. Chase the light of day with your fantasies. Don't take this as a joke or even parody. In this town, you're owned. You better know your friend and know your foe. You better test the water with your toe. You better realize one day you'll go. What is it really for? The time you have, it just spins and spins. From a faucet that reveals its sins. You'll be angry when it all sinks in. This town took your soul. You can parade in the shadow of mediocrity. Chase the light of day with your fantasies. Don't take this as a joke or even parody. In this town you're own. Hard to count the times or to suffice. The ones who've shone but whose souls have gone. In this town you're owned. There is a page of this book. There are a number of angles you could look. It's surprising how long it took before it came to this. So you parade in your sense of mediocrity. Misuse the light of your fantasies. Don't notice your fate or even see it. In this town you're owned. 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 In this town you're owned.
I thought it was going to be right up my street, and it absolutely was. A big Bob Dylan fan, so as soon as I saw the harmonica and the holder come out around the neck, I knew it was going to be good. So tell us about this town.
This town, it was it was a track that I'd written. I'd written some of the track a long time ago, and it ended up on being, as I said, the album In This Town You're Owned that came out in 2020. I'd written some of the lyrics and the music, but I hadn't finished the lyrics. The lyrics were kind of half finished, and then the album In This Town You're Owned was, I suppose, it was those songs I was writing around that time were all based around what was going on in the UK with things like Brexit and the influence of social media and stuff like that into people's lives, and so the second half of the lyrics almost kind of finished themselves in that sense of that that feeling of division and that was going on around the time, I suppose, and it was everywhere, and I think it just kind of seeped into everything I was writing for that record as well. So, and I suppose that the harmonica element of that comes in live when I'm playing acoustically, really, and because I do love people like Dylan and Neil Young and all of that type of thing, so it fits perfectly with that kind of folk element to it,
Yeah, really nice. And I suppose you have to carry around several harmonicas, do you, in different keys, that kind of thing?
Yeah, there's I've got a case of them somewhere.
It puts the luggage bill up a little bit, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, we wish you all the best tonight at the Peel Centenary Centre, and hope you get some time to spend on the Isle of Man as well. Any plans to visit various sites while you're over here? Yeah,
well, we've been out and about already. We've been seeing. I think the flight got us in at about 8:55 yesterday, and we've already had a good old look around.
Yeah,
we've been to the Calf. Which was stunning. Didn't see any seals.
Yeah, it's a
bit windy on the island at the minute. It's
a little bit, but we don't mind that. That's all right. Yeah. We're from we're from a port city as well. So, but no, it's beautiful. It really is. And as beautiful as it is right now, I'm going to come back in the summer as well and take in some of the rays here. It's a beautiful island. We're loving it.
Excellent. Well, we thank you for visiting us here at Manx Radio as well. Wish you all the best, and thank you for being my first live guest on Live Lounge.
Absolute pleasure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thanks.